Andy Johnson. We are looking at reading instruction for students with dyslexia or severe reading disabilities. Dyslexia, a condition whereby one has extreme problems using the skills or coordinating the strategies necessary to create meaning with print. That is our working definition. Now, an intervention, and we'll get to that later, for students with severe reading disability should supplement good classroom instruction. It's not meant to replace high quality reading instruction. And an intervention is not a reading curriculum. It is something different. Now, students with dyslexia do not need dramatically different types of instructions. They need more intense versions of the kind of research-based instruction they are currently receiving in a gen ed classroom. That is why, and we'll get to an intervention in the next video, that is why it's important to have a good understanding of what that general education, good classroom instruction is for students with severe reading disability. You want to avoid a splintered curriculum. That's where they're doing one thing here and a different type of instruction over there. Students with severe reading disabilities need consistency in order to develop their skills. Now, there are differences in instruction, but the differences are in emphasis and intensity, not in kind. Students with severe reading disability do need more intense instruction, and this is our RTI tiers 1, 2, and 3. Intensity refers to more time on task, more time engaged in authentic literacy activities, and smaller instructional groups, 3 to 7. So here's what effective reading instruction for all students should look like. It should have these 7 elements, and all students, including students with severe reading disabilities, dyslexia. First, authentic reading and writing experiences, reading and talking about real books versus basal, or books with controlled vocabularies, and writing, sharing and describing their ideas. This is what I think, this is what happened to me. Lots daily reading practice using books that students have selected. Reading practice enables students to practice newly learned skills in authentic reading contexts and is one of the best methods to enhance students' comprehension, vocabulary, word identification, fluency, and conceptual knowledge. Daily reading, good stuff. Social interaction and conversation around real books. These experiences need to be planned and purposeful. Social interaction enhances high-level thinking and literacy learning. And you see along the bottom, those are all activities that enhance or develop social interaction. Kids need to talk about books. Kids, adults as well. I love talking about good books that I have read. Activities to develop all 3 cueing systems. The brain uses 3 cueing systems: phonological, semantic, syntactical. Word work that develops the phonological. Close and maze, the semantic cueing system, use context or meaning. And then for the syntactic, any writing activity, grammar, or word order activity to develop that cueing system. Not one. What happens to students who have struggles with reading, they tend to get just lots and lots of phonics. High-level thinking, semantic, and syntactical are not developed. Strategies, instructions to develop all 4 word identification strategies. Yes, phonics is one way to identify words that we do not recognize in print. However, all 4 should be used. Students should be taught to use all 4 strategies. Opportunities to learn and practice study skill strategies as well as high-level cognitive operations. Now, study skill strategies are strategies used to read, comprehend, understand expository text, and you see some examples there. Study skill strategy. And these are cognitive operations related to comprehension skills. We tend to, sometimes we think that students have to master the low-level phonics skills before they can develop their high-level skills related to reading. That is not so. They need to develop both. And then activities to develop word knowledge. Wide reading is the best, but there is also a variety of activities to develop depth and breadth of word knowledge. And I won't go into those here. So these are the 7 elements that should be included in good reading instruction. And intervention should build upon these 7 elements.